Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from around the world. My name is Alan from Wall Street to EasyStreet.com. Feel free to stop by and check out my trading journal, and hopefully you can find some information on there to help you pull a few more pips out of the market. What we're going to look at today is how to dump the talking heads. The talking heads that you see on TV or on the web, they really have no idea of which way the markets are going to be going. They don't know anything more than you do. And more likely than not, they're wrong most of the time. But they want to give the appearance of being right. And they've come up with a unique way of fooling you that it's a lot of people kind of joke about. But basically it goes like this. When they come in the morning, they sit down, they take a look about which way the markets are going. And if the markets are heading up for the day, they reach into their left-hand stack of papers where they keep a bunch of bullish information, and they start spouting all this bullish data to explain why the markets are going up. However, if they come in that morning and the market's heading down, they reach over with the right hand to the bear stack of paper, and they start pulling out all these stories about how the market's going down for the day. That makes it give the appearance that they know what they're talking about, when in reality they don't have a clue. So if you try to base your trading on other people's information off the web or off the TV or any other analysts, more likely than not, you're going to be losing some money. So let's take a look at how we can set up our trades in a way that we don't get blindsided in the market, and we can trust ourselves about which direction we think the market is going to be going. First thing I do is I find me a calendar, an economic calendar, and I use the one here that's on my website. You can use any you want. This one's from investing.com. And I get out my iPhone, I start taking notes of every major news release that's coming out for the week ahead. That way I can set alerts so I don't miss any of them. And I do this for two reasons. I trade the news, so I want to have news setups ready to go for when those news releases come out. But most importantly is on your normal day-to-day scalp trades, you don't want to be in the market prior to one of these news releases. You want to be out. So when the market's news comes out, you have no idea which way the market's likely to head. It could spike up, could spike down. Sometimes it might work in your favor, but more likely than not, you're just going to lose some money, and a lot of money really quick. So it's always my recommendation that if you're in a trade just prior to a news release, close the trade and get out. Wait till after the news comes out to look for your next setups. So I take note of every one of these that are the major releases, and I'll set an alert on my iPhone so I'll be ready for them. And that's probably the most important thing. But then I go and I look at the charts and try to determine the path of least resistance on each currency, so I have a good idea of how to be placing my trades. So take a look at some charts. This one here, this is the Euro Aussie, and I start my trade plan by looking at the daily, the weekly, and the monthly charts, and I want to determine the overall bias of the market because I want to trade in that direction. And even though I scalp on the 70 tick chart, similar to this one over here, I want to go in the direction of the trend. That puts the odds most in my favor. So let me bring up a drawing tool. All right, so we start out here. We look at the monthly chart here, and we can see we got this been downtrending now on the monthly chart. And we look here at the weekly, and it's also confirmed here on the weekly chart. Nice little downtrend. We're still currently trending downward. And then we just keep working our way down to the daily chart here, and still got our nice trend going down on our daily. So that tells me that I want to be looking for trades primarily to the downside. Now, it doesn't mean I won't take upside trades, but the downside trades are the ones most likely to work out, So I'll go all in on each one of those trades. Whereas if I'm trading a counter trend scalp, I may only go a half or a quarter position size just to help alleviate some of the risk, since there's more risk trading to the down to the counter trend. So then I go and I look at the 60-minute and the 30-minute charts. And what I want to see here is I want to trade my to the downside only when these two charts here are trending downward. So if we look here, we can see that on the 60-minute chart, we're still in a downtrend. 30-minute chart here, of course, we're still in a downtrend. So now we're all in to look for short trades. And that's what I'll be doing on the Euro Aussie. I'll be looking for those short entries. And I'll be confident that these trades will be working out because the overall trends are down and my current market cycles are down. That's what I'm getting out of the 30 and the 60. That's my cycle of the market. So here's my trend, here's my cycle, and then I go down to my 70 tick chart where I look for my scalps. I won't get into scalping setups on this video. But one more thing I want to cover before I go. If my trend is down like here, and we'll back these charts up here a little bit. Let me get rid of my drawing tool. Okay, if my charts were to look something like this here, and I'll bring my drawing tool back up. So if I have my trends here downward, however, I'm currently would be cycling up, like you can see here in this picture. All right, this puts my trades at more risk of getting stopped out, so I'll be sitting on my hands. I want to wait until I get my cycle in the same direction as my overall trend. And by doing so, I can greatly increase the number of winning trades that I have. I don't need any talking heads to tell me what the market might do. It might go here, it might go there, when really they don't have any clue. All the information that we need to know is on your charts. And we can look here and we can see that, bring a drawing tool back up. On our weekly chart here, we can see we've been trending downward. We've got some support here in this area. So right there. So we still have quite a bit of room here to move to the downside before we run into potential support. And don't really see any on the daily chart to mark a good line. So I hope you get the idea that you can do all this yourself and you'll be much more accurate, and your winning trade percentage will go up dramatically if you follow a plan like this and just turn the news off. There's absolutely no reason to be listening to news when they really have no clue. They have no foresight. They have no crystal ball or anything that can help you out in telling you which direction the markets may travel. But your charts aren't going to lie to you. Everything you need to know is right there. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and feel free to come by and check out my trading journal at Wall Street, the number 2 easystreet.com, and good trading to everyone.